What is going on, guys? If you watched my last video, you know that I bought a JK Jeep. Kind of went through what it is, what it needs. First thing we're doing is getting rid of this ugly grill. So let's get into it. Luckily, there's nothing to these grills. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plastic clips in the top, and then the bottom just pops out. Now you got to be careful because you have your turn signals that are going to come out with that grill, so you don't want to pull your wires. So you want to get this thing loose, then reach down in there and get the wires unplugged. If you've got an aftermarket one like this, a lot of times you are able to access the wires from just reaching up in there. On these, once again, you can just get right to the plug from the sides. Then we're going to go through, pop these clips out. I don't know if these are the factory style or not, but on these ones the center just pops up, allows them to come out. If they'll come out without breaking them, then great, you can reuse them. If not, I would be prepared to run down and grab some. So that one's been replaced. You can get these just anywhere, AutoZone, O'Reilly's, any of your auto parts stores. I also keep an assortment of them in the shop because they use these things on everything nowadays. And so there's all the clips. That should be all that's holding the top in. Already got our wires undone on our lights on the bottom, and it should just pop loose of the bottom. Easier said than done. So there's that side. Sometimes those clamps are a little bit stubborn. There it went. That's all there is to getting those out. There you have it. That grill is out. Once again, the turn signals, running lights actually mount into that grill, so we'll have to swap those over back to that factory one. And then here at the bottom, it's got these holes they snap into. Now sometimes you will run into this. See that clip stayed in the Jeep, so I need to get a pair of needle nose and grab that thing before it falls in there and disappears. So there's that clip that had fallen off. Not sure if the grill I'm buying will come with these or not, so we'll see when I get that picked up. So Facebook Marketplace actually came through for once. Pretty nice grill. It's already the factory white. I've got it all wiped down. We need to get our blinkers put in. So if we come over here, you can see these things simply push in with these clips. So push in on that little tab there. Those things will come out the front. One on each side. They will snap into the grill over here, and we should be good to start putting this back together. I think that looks so much better. That's what it's supposed to look like. Now, let's see what we can do about this decal. So if you didn't watch my last video, normally I really love the American flag on things, decal, stickers, things like that. However, these big, large decals on a hood in direct sunlight, these things end up cracking and causing all kinds of issues, and then they're a real pain to get off. This one doesn't look like it is too far gone yet, so I'm hoping we can get the heat gun and get this removed once again before it just becomes completely tattered and impossible to remove. And then a lot of times the paint itself is actually less sun faded underneath this than out here where it's exposed. So we're hoping we're not too far gone. Well, let's find out. Now, there's a lot of ways to do these decals, how to get them off. If you've got one that's already, completely dried and cracked, they actually make this stuff. I've never used it. I've seen it used. You paint on it and then use like a plastic razor blade to scrape the stuff off. Seems like it works pretty good. Hoping this isn't too far gone. I'm gonna try first to just get the heat gun out, warm these up and see if they will peel off or not. So we may get really lucky here. That first piece came off pretty easily. We're gonna go ahead and work through the rest of this. So we've got that grill in there, it's all done. We've got that decal all pulled off. I think we're gonna call it for today. It's hotter than the surface of the sun out here. So next thing, we're gonna need to get this thing washed and work on polishing this out. Hopefully there's not too much discoloration. There's a little bit of yellowing. Kind of hoping that will come off with a good polish. So if you guys want to follow along with the Jeep, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. See you guys next time.